And we're live. Cool. All right. Let me go ahead and do this real quick before we get popping. Go ahead and share this in some groups. All that good jazz. If it's going to pop up. I don't know if it's going to, but we're going to see. Doing these. Yep. There it is. Cool. Share this. There we go. How's everybody's day been? I'm going to pop this chat up over here so I can see if anybody's here. Looks like we got 3 people watching so far. 2 of them might be my guests, which would be great. That's fine. Uh-oh. Something isn't working. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Put it here. Bang. Give me a moment, y'all. Y'all know how it starts out. I got to share this real quick, and then we'll get cracking. It is Wednesday. It is the 3rd in the month of December. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I ate like a pig. I ate so much food. And I feel like I've gained like 10 pounds, but I've actually lost like 7 or 8, I think, which is crazy. One more group somewhere. I can find it. I'm not part of some of the groups. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Cool. Anyway, welcome to the show. I am your host, Shadiest of Jays. What's up, Cash, Mother Mary, and Dustin, Cash and Cash. Hope you all had a great Wednesday. Hope everybody laid some film. If not, I hope you got some sales, did some calls, followed up on some leads. That's what I did. Got a couple people scheduled for tomorrow. Somebody's actually supposed to be dropping off tonight, and they're probably going to text me in a minute. Sorry. All right. Phone down. Quiet down. Anyway, so Wednesday, I have 2 great guests, a power couple, as some call them. We got Fernando and we got Tani. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, she can correct me when they get on here. But if you don't know these 2, you haven't been to many events or you're not online very often, which is probably not the case with people that watch this. But either way, they always are. Fernando's always competing at all of the events, and she's always right there by his side. And it's one of my favorite things about seeing those 2 is because they're just like inseparable. It's like they are always one with what's going on, and like you see the cohesion between him working and asking questions and her telling him things and telling him look out for stuff. And that's what I've always loved seeing about them 2 at competitions and events and stuff. They're also really funny when you get around them. Crack me up. Sometimes I can't understand because it's Spanish, which is fine because, if you've been to events, there's quite a few, Hispanic folks that go and, all that good stuff, whatever. Anyway, but also they're a big part of the film group, the Cash and Mother Marion and everybody and all that good stuff. And they're always in there having posts about, what are you working on today? Don't forget to encourage your fellow tenor and all this kind of stuff. And I love seeing that because it makes people come together, and it makes people realize that we're all really doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And that's something that I always love to see in any group or any page or anybody's personal profile. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping and get these 2 on here because we've got some people on here that want to see the guests. So we need to learn Spanish. I do need to learn Spanish. This is very true. I've been trying, but I haven't done the whole, Babel, all that good stuff. I need to get it. But I'm going to do the intro video, and then I will have our guests on. So I'll be back. Without further ado, here are our guests, Fernan and Tani. What up, you two?
Hi. How you doing?
Doing good. How are y'all doing?
Good, good.
Awesome,
Cold.
awesome.
It's cold.
Cold? Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah. I know y'all's cold is different than my cold. So, how cold is it up there in good old New York?
Right now it's 30, so in the low 30.
30. I think it's what is it here? I think it's like it was close to the 30s. I think it was low 40s today. Last two nights it's been in the 30s. So I know that kind of cold, but I don't know like when y'all get negative 20 and all that crap up there. Do y'all get that kind of cold or
I feel like
negative two, the
yeah, the
most
most
four.
probably
it's
upstate,
freaking
yes.
cold,
Yeah.
man. That's freaking cold, dude. I couldn't deal with that. I like the cold, but I don't like the freezing cold like that.
No, we used to like the cold. Now we're too old for the cold.
Too old. Y'all are young. How old are y'all? There's no way y'all are
47 and 46. She's gonna be 46
Tuesday.
in Tuesday.
on
It's
next
old.
Tuesday.
She old.
Dude, y'all are not that old. Y'all only got like what is it, 10 years? You only got 10 years on me. Y'all
That's
ain't
old.
old. He said that's old. All right, so all right, 47. I can say I'm old. I got it. All right. I mean, my kids already say I'm old. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm already feeling like an old man all day, every day, especially with the gray coming in. You know, is that why you keep it nice and clean cut? You got the gray, you got the gray
I
coming
got
in.
gray. I got some bald spots over here. I got
Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. The
uh,
weaknesses of the Iron Man,
I don't
old
use the
age.
hat because of it, but I'm used to the hat. So, but yeah, I think the
Right.
hat made that bald spot of it.
Probably, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I know that when I had long hair, I've got a receding hairline now, like up here, because I'd always have it in a ponytail, so it was always pulling right there.
Yes.
And once I cut it, I was like, I'm never gonna grow it back out. Um, but anyways, so New York's you're in Staten Island, right?
Yeah, the shop in
So,
Staten Island. We live in Jersey.
oh, okay, so you're in Jersey. What's it
Hmm.
like living there, man? Like I see it
I
on
like
movies and heard people talk about it, but I want your experience.
in Jersey. It's more like it's more quiet. At least in the area we are living,
We're close.
it's more quiet. But we close to the city. Like about New York City, it's about I could say about 35 minutes. I'm in the city, no traffic. So we are pretty close to the city.
That's awesome. Man, I've never been up that way. I need to make my way up there one day. Is it
Mhm.
as is it as like hustle and bustle busy on the streets as everybody says it is? Like it's all crowded all the time.
Yeah, at least when we came in 2012, we jumped in New York City. But okay, let me explain. Some people think that New York City is just where it's all the scrapers and all the stuff Manhattan. But
Right.
New York City is five boroughs. Like you have Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island.
Yep.
So at least when we came to New York City, we jumped to Staten Island, no Brooklyn, no that stuff because that is really busy right there. So in
Right.
Staten
Right.
Island was in 2012 was not that crazy busy. Now it's getting crazy busy.
Hmm.
So the thing is, the people from Brooklyn they start moving to Staten Island, and then they get busy, and they
Right.
Jersey, and then they keep
Yep.
going down and down.
Yep.
So yeah, but if you're in the city, like we call the city Manhattan, but if you jump to Brooklyn and all that stuff, yeah, it's very narrow. Everybody's on top of everybody. Like it's kind of difficult over there.
Right. Okay.
Staten
So
Island is more like a town,
yeah.
like spread a town, and only one train going back and forth. You gotta use a car to move in Staten Island.
Right.
And in Jersey, yes, you need a car. It's not like
I got you. Okay. So you said y'all been there since 2012.
since
Yes.
2012 we moved from
Where
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
I was about to say where y'all moved from Puerto Rico straight to Staten Island.
Yes.
Hmm.
I bet that was a culture shock like a mother.
Yeah.
That that's crazy. So
Crazy. Yeah.
um I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It was like
We sold our house in Puerto Rico. He left his job. I left my job, and we
and were
moved
y'all
here.
tinting before then?
Yes. Yeah,
So
I've
you
been
were
doing this
okay.
for 33 years. I used to work in a
33.
I
Okay.
started when I was 14 years old, like with my cousin, like washing cars, and he said, "Oh, let's buy some film," and I start helping him, and I kind of like it, like doing things with my hand, and I jumped to it. I started when I was 14, and then I worked for some shops over there, and that's it. And then in Puerto Rico, I used to work for a shop that is I could say that is the biggest shop for window tinting only, because they only do
Right.
window tinting. In Puerto Rico, I used to work with him like for
13 years.
13 years almost.
Right.
So
Nice.
I had
Is
a
that
good
where you really
career, and then we moved over here like in 2012.
in that big only tent shop that you worked in? Is that where you like kind of started getting into like more of the skill side of it, or was it still kind of like a job?
Um,
Like were you trying to
Yeah, I know what you're asking. Yeah, I already
yeah,
had the skills,
Oh,
but in that shop, it was when I, start like all the steps, like getting better and better
right,
and
right,
better. And yeah, and that shop was like we called the
busy.
school. It was like it
gotcha.
was very busy. So you can over there one time he used to have like 7 guys working on window film.
Right.
So
That was my
two
next
guys
question.
in the street doing commercial work and other guys in the shop doing cars and cars and cars. So you get good experience over there.
Nice. So you got a whole bunch of volume in like would you probably say like 8 to 10 cars a day or more than that?
I would say more, but it was a bunch
Jesus.
of like 5 7 guys doing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, okay, so y'all didn't do like separate cars, y'all like tag teamed each
Yeah,
car. Oh, dude, I
one
bet
time
that was so
you step
fast.
out and you start one car, but I start you doing like 2 or 3 doors. You see another guy coming in and jump in
Yeah,
from the window, so
right.
everybody start moving around. They
That's
can work
cool.
in any car over there. So
Right. Was okay, so was that I gotta ask, was that like commission based? Like who did the most work? Was it hourly or was it just kind of like a day by
no,
day
it was
thing
like
or
¿Tenía
hourly.
salario?
It was a salary, like
oh
your
okay.
base salary per
Base
week or
Gotcha.
salary.
per day,
And they give
and
Right.
then
bonuses.
they give bonuses. To be
Oh
honest,
nice.
I don't know how he calculate the bonuses.
Right. You're like, I don't know.
But I mean, always you got something extra on the envelope, with the check and something
There
extra.
you go.
Yeah, now, I remember that like we used to write everything in a notebook, like a yellow notebook. He give you
Oh
one yellow
yeah.
notebook, and you write everything. If you do just right side of the strip, you write
Like
it
one of
down.
these.
I don't know, Camry 2002, right side of the strip, and then at the end of the week he go through it and he
Oh, I
see
bet
how
that
much you
sucks.
do. Yeah, I don't know if he's
I
still doing
bet.
it, but he goes through the notebooks and he put you extra some money on the envelope because of that,
Well, he has that shop
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
40 years, the guy.
yeah.
Right. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, they say sometimes,
Hmm.
especially if it's working really good for, somebody. Because if you think about it, maybe that's what he spends his time doing is like figuring out how to pay people and like he enjoys doing
Exactly.
that part of it. I mean, you never know, man. Like automating it for him and making it easier might make him bored. He might be like, I
Hmm.
don't know what to do now, like have you talked to that owner since you've moved
Yeah,
up here
We
and
are
done all
friends.
your y'all are
yeah.
good friends, or
Yeah,
y'all ever
we,
go
we
down
are
there and
friends. Like
visit, or
we're not a best friends, but listen, we are friends. I
Entonces,
not always when I was working for him, I'm not always agree with him
right,
because he's the boss. Not always he put some rules and I don't agree with him. But at the end of the day, you start thinking like I'm putting my feet on his shoes and understand where he coming from. But he's still my friend. I call
right?
him for something and he's right there every time I go Puerto
That's
Rico.
awesome, man.
He is right there. We go to dinner. Every time he comes here, he call me. So we're
That's
still
awesome.
we
friends.
saw him in CU.
I get married and he went to my wedding and
That's
he,
awesome,
he
man.
put me in a hotel for the honeymoon. So he's my
Oh,
friend. I
nice.
bought my first apartment working with him. My first car, like not my first car, but I mean, a nice car working with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
So he's my friend.
That's
And a lot
awesome,
of
man.
people that go through him, like I would say like 50% of the guys that go through him, they accomplish a lot of things. They get
Right,
houses,
right.
they get cars, they
Yeah,
build families working
right.
with it.
yeah, they become what I think is successful. Like all those things you mentioned, like whenever you're able to provide and like grow
Mm-hmm.
yourself personally and like be able to afford nice things, all that good stuff. I like a mentor like that for so many people is very far and few in between. Like you don't see, I mean, you hear about like, Tommy Silva and isn't that his name? I can't remember, but he's out of Hawaii. And a lot of the people that have worked for him have gone on to own their own shops and stuff like that. But you don't really hear of a whole lot of, like you said, 50% of the people that have worked for him around that have become successful. Like that's
Yes.
awesome.
Mhm.
That's great.
Some of them they
Um,
left him and they have
right,
their own shops. Some of them,
right,
in a lot of them, I know they get, they get married with them. They get his first house with them. They get the first car with him. They race kid with him. It's just they got bunch of guys that I know that been there with them like over 10 years. Like
right.
they leave him like after 13 years, 15
That's
years.
awesome.
So
Right.
it's not like having the business. He know how to be a boss. It's a thing.
Yeah. He's probably more of a leader than a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
A
in that
leader. Yeah,
aspect, he's more of,
that's the word. A leader.
because like, man, I've worked for a couple people and having a leader over a boss is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like it's very beneficial for the people, for one, if they want to stick around with you longer, and then for two, for them to be able to be the same thing, when they want to do their own thing and somebody comes in and they want to learn and stuff like that. Have you taught anybody in your shop how to tent? Have you hired installers? By the way, where's your shop located? Mother Marion had a question. She was wondering if you ever want to open a shop in New Jersey. I don't know if
Um,
y'all ever considered
to
that
be
or
honest, since I opened in New York, in Staten Island, after I would say after 5 years,
We've been trying
well, we live in because we used to live in Staten Island. Well, we are in Staten Island, New York.
the shop.
right,
The shop in Staten Island, New York. We've been over there 12 years now. In January 1st, it will be 12 years. I would say when we moved to Jersey, like about 6 years.
2018.
In 2018, we moved. So we opened in 2013. As soon as we moved to Jersey, we start looking down here, like to see what's going on. But in Jersey, it's completely different than New York. So they
right,
have codes in the town. Every town is different. Like I can be over here in this street and I cross the next street and it's another town and they have
right.
different codes for buildings and stuff. So in Jersey they are more strict having car
Yeah, like
businesses.
zoning codes and stuff like
Yes,
that.
owning codes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's really hard. I found a good place in the right street, and even if it's more money, I said I can make it even if it's more money. But when I asked, can I have a business there? No, it's a car business. You cannot have it there. No, but listen, I'm like kind of a detailing. I have my clean shop. Look at this. Look at my
Right. Look how
Instagram, my
nice it
Facebook. It's
is.
my page.
Yeah.
I can't. It's just the way they build
Right.
the zoning code. So it is hard.
Right. It
I
just
would love
hasn't fallen
to.
into place yet,
I would
basically.
love to, but
Yeah.
it is hard. It's hard to open in Jersey. I know I'm
Okay.
gonna lose more than 50% of the business, like just moving around, because it would be a long drive for some people. But it's nothing I can do. If I found the right place, I will move definitely.
Mhm.
Right. Hell yeah. Okay, I got one of my
What
questions.
you said, Mother Marian was asking?
That's what she was asking about the
Okay, okay,
shop
yeah.
being in New Jersey. Um, da, da, da. So okay, so did y'all? I got a personal question. Where did y'all two meet? Did y'all meet in school? Did y'all meet like walking down the
You want her
street?
to? Now
¿El que
you
dijo que
you
dijo?
talk. Where we meet?
Oh,
Yeah. And how long ago was this? I have to know all of the details.
well, we met on the internet. We met on a chat that it was ICQ, like in the
Oh, nice.
90s. Yes.
It's still
So,
available. You can search for it.
yeah. So it was a chat. It has a green flower, and that's how we met on the internet.
That's so cool.
Probably she don't talk too much. I talk more. Right?
No, yeah,
So
that's how we met. Like in
Okay,
the
so
chat.
who talked to who first and what was were there like okay, so now I have to ask about what it was like
So
on
that's
that.
my part. That's my
Okay, was
part.
it were there like profile pictures and stuff
Well,
like these
no, well,
days or
what
was
happens
there
is
like
ICQ was like a kind of a everything is a private chat, right? But it was like
right,
a
right.
more like a private chat, and it was not like a nickname or something. It was like a number, like a really non number, like a
Okay.
more than, I think, more than security social number. It was long
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. So, but you can search. Like, I want to know people from where you from.
Arkansas.
So I would can say I would like to know people from Arkansas, and then your number comes up, and I say, oh, who you are, blah blah blah. So I was
Really?
one day on the thing, and I saw that pop in, like, okay, I'm this, blah blah, and who you are? And what you mean who you are? Why you doing in my list? Why you trying to,
Right.
what are you trying to accomplish with it?
Right, right.
So I'm tiny, blah blah. I'm from Matillo, was like a town like a little bit like 45 minutes away from where I live. I used to live in Puerto Rico, and I'm tiny, blah blah. I'm from Matillo, and everything went, went like crazy. I was with my friend, and I say, "Oh, look, look!" She sent me a picture. Oh, and I said to my friend,
Heck yeah.
yo, let's jump in the car. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Heck yeah, dude. That's
Oh, I used to
awesome.
run. I used to
Yeah.
be an athlete. So I
Okay.
have a very nice body.
You still have
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm skinny now, but I used to have, yeah, very nice, like,
Do you do
athlete
sprinting, cross
body.
country? Right.
Yeah. No, I used to run 100 meters and
On the
200.
100 meters.
Yeah.
I think I heard that somewhere. What was
Yeah.
your fastest time?
Like 11 seconds,
That's
100 meters.
that's
Yeah.
faster than I can run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I used to
she's
have
gonna catch me. She's gonna catch
Yeah,
me.
I used to do like weights and I play volleyball and all of that stuff. So when he met me and I have like pictures like I took like professionally, and it
Right.
was like, wow.
He was smitten right away. He was like,
Yeah,
"There's
there
no
was.
way
I
I'm
wish my
passing this
friend, one
up."
of my friend, was in the room and like, yo,
Yeah.
yo, look at this picture. Look at this picture.
Yeah. And then he's
Tomorrow
like,
we're
"Let me
gonna be there.
see."
Tomorrow.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's great. And then y'all just
That was
hung
in
out and
99.
1999.
That
Yeah.
was
that's so awesome.
1999,
So
and
26 years.
yeah,
Yes.
Wait,
26
yeah,
years
26.
We got
now.
married in in
And
the 2000.
yeah, now we say it right here. I don't know if she's her mom is watching. I don't care because I tell her in her face.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
said that she was gonna study. Ah! And she came with me. She was studying, right? But
Yeah.
she didn't
Right.
stay on the college, right? She stayed with me, and then we get no, but and eventually we get married like about 6 or 7 months later. And
Wait, y'all got married like 6 months after meeting
No,
Ralph?
it was like no,
almost a year, but
almost
I
a
yeah.
year, almost a
That's
year.
awesome. So y'all just knew
Yeah, but a
automatically.
year
You
it
were
would
like,
be like
"Yo,
7, 8 months, like because you start talking about weddings seven, like 3 months before, like
oh man, that's
We're not gonna wait
man."
10 years to get married. That's gonna be
Well,
boring.
it's people that wait,
I
and
know.
yeah,
If
but
wait 10
Hey
years,
man,
15 years.
it took me 7 years to get married.
Yeah, you see.
Hey, but look, I mean, it was different times though, right? Like if you think
yeah,
about it,
exactly.
1999 was a very like, I found a person, I ain't going nowhere else. I'm sticking right here, right? Like this is where I'm gonna stay. And like,
Yeah.
these days it wasn't that for me, but it's like you want to make sure whatever, live with each
Mhm.
other, stuff like that. It just depends, right? And that's funny. Y'all met on the internet. Me and my wife did too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, it's
We
just
bought
we
our
met in
first apartment.
1999,
Mhm.
and before we get married, about a year, year after we met, um, we was like working. I was working for that guy, and
Yeah.
and then she had a work, and we was fortunate enough to be able to get help from the government, bought our first apartment before we get married. So we
Mhm.
was like without knowing that, because I didn't plan that. It's just without
Right.
knowing, we get prepared that way, and we get married. We got our own apartment,
Mhm.
and later on we sold it and whatever. But we met in 1999, and we get married in 2000 and in 2000,
Mhm.
and we got our first apartment before we get married, and so on and
Right.
so
I
on.
love that. That's
Mhm.
awesome,
But
man.
we from the generation like that's what you see from your family, like
Hmm.
the
That's the other
not
thing
rich
too.
people, but
Yeah.
average people that always get up 6 a.m. in the morning and work and get you a plate on the table and feed you in, and that's what we learn. We
Yep.
kind of old school about that.
Yeah, you're very traditional, and I love that
Exactly,
because
traditional sport.
it's legit. Like you work super hard. She supports the shit out of you. I'm sure she works her ass off too, but it's
Yeah.
also both like y'all are give and take with each other. I'm sure, like being
Yeah, it's
together
just
for
I see a
26 years.
lot of people. Yeah, 26 years. A lot of people, couples, they said, it's not fun. I heard that a lot. That it's not fun if your mate is the same, cómo se llama eso? You have your same interested,
Right,
together. It's not
opposites
fun because wherever
opposites
you go,
attract. Is
she
what you're trying to
goes.
say? Yeah,
Or always gotta be difference. But in my in my opinion, for our experience, it works out for us. Every
right.
time she said, "I want to go this place," we talk about it. Let's go that place because
Yep,
that's where you want to go. The same with
right.
me. That's it's not for everybody work, but
I
I
love
heard a
that.
lot that you gotta be different. And not always gotta be the same. But for
Shit,
me,
why not? It's
it
your
works.
best
Yeah.
friend. Might as well have a
Mhm.
good time and enjoy it,
Mhm.
right? I mean, what other people think doesn't matter anyway, in my opinion. But
Exactly.
'cause that's, I mean, as long as y'all are happy, that's all I give a shit
Hmm.
about too. So that's awesome, man. Okay, so speaking of sports that she was talking about earlier, did you play any sports, Ferdinand, or
No.
Not
no?
really. Nope.
No.
Not at all.
I
Sports.
tried
So,
everything, but I
Yeah.
remember as a kid I played soccer. Um, I
what
was
is
good
so
at it, but I
funny?
was when I was a kid.
Oh,
I do not remember being a team for baseball or nothing.
he just know how to tint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
remember
where did you?
play paddle with with a handball, but it with a
Yeah,
paddle.
yeah.
I remember
Tú
playing
eres
that, but I was
mecánico.
like a little more like teenager. I went to school to be a mechanic after high school. So I have 2 years
Un degree.
associate degree, but I never took the license to be a mechanic.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I went to
I didn't
school
know
for
that.
that.
No wonder you're so good at taking fucking panels off, man. All that good stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I'm not
so
not big in sports. I play everything, but I'm not big in sports.
Yeah.
I gotta. Where'd you get your competitive spirit from then? Like, have you always had that competitive drive, or was it just something that you experienced when you started competing and stuff in tent, or did you
Well,
compete with people at your shops you worked at, or
now thinking back,
No, think
I'm
back.
always being like in the competitive side, not because of sports or something, but I in terms
right?
of a hobby. So if I get into a hobby,
You want to be
I
good
get
at it.
into that hobby.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. You
I get into
fixate
it.
on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember after we get married or whatever, and I get involved in RC cars, and I was all in RC cars. Like I was
yeah.
like going to competitions and
That's
competing, and I
awesome.
was good at it. Like
Right,
always in the first 10 or winning, or always in the first 10, always in the first 10. So, and I was when I moved over here, I start seeing like the magazines for the competitions, and the guy that I used to work with when I came here to New York, he said, that's BS, that's BS. So he took me away
right.
from it. But I always said I cannot say that I'm very good at it if I don't go and compete with the people and get into
Right.
a ring and compete with people. I know I was good, but you cannot just say it to your customers if you're not like, okay, it's
Exactly.
nothing to prove. I gotta
Yeah,
prove it.
yeah.
So, but I always said to them before I get into it, it was like I get into it like 2022, 23. I was like, I know if I get involved on it,
Oh yeah, you're stuck.
I
You're
would
not
just
going away. Yeah.
go all in. So
Yep.
that's what happened in 2023. I jump in, and then that's it. I know I
Yep.
was going all in. So.
And
That's awesome,
imagine,
man.
I used to be an athlete, and it was like I always win.
Right.
So I have that on me. So it's
Yeah.
like you go out and you have to do your best,
Yep.
you
Mhm.
know. So that's
Gotta leave
on
it all
me
there.
already. So that adrenaline, it's like it's on me since I'm a little kid. So
Right. Yeah. So it's just, especially with sports, for sure. Sports will make you the most
yeah,
competitive, especially if you're good at it, man. I wasn't always the best athlete. I mean, I played football and I ran track. I wasn't very good at track. I ran the 400 and the 800. So
yeah.
I was the one lap. I hated it. I was
I,
my
I I
fastest.
used to do 400 because they make you do it.
Right.
But that paid for my school when I went to college. My
Heck
my
yeah.
sport paid for my bachelor.
You can't beat that.
So yeah.
What'd you get your bachelor's in?
I have a business
Nice.
administration, and I have a master degree in accounting.
Oh, nice. That's even better. Like,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I tried the college route and tried the accounting. Shit, no thanks. It was far above my head of knowledge. Like I couldn't grasp it.
Yeah.
But I was not focused in school in college, but that's another story for another day. So I have a let's see. Mother Marion, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring the chat up because
Mhm.
people have been trying to talk.
Eric Moore
Um,
says that I was definitely a basketball player. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
yeah.
Spot Webb was bigger than me. He was like 5'6", 7". No, no, not a chance.
Oh my god,
Not
my
a
man
chance.
said Spud
Not even
Webb,
to throw
dude.
the towels.
Oh my. Yeah, I did see Eric say that. I wasn't gonna say anything, but he definitely tried to get you on that one. Right here, boom. Mother Marion asked this question. What year did you win your first competition?
uh,
Tintelbar, your first
Tinted
one?
Bares 2023.
The first time he went to
First
compete.
time I went to compete was Tinted Bares 23.
The when you won first is what she
Ah,
was asking.
what
I
I
think y'all got
win?
second that year, didn't you?
What I win first? She said.
Yeah, when did you win your first? Didn't y'all win WFR?
I
Or
Yeah.
did
win.
you
Well,
win?
Double of ours.
You won PP,
and to be
right?
honest, I don't. I like to be transparent and honest. I don't like to hide things. Only I have first place in WFR teams in 2025.
Pero tienes más cosas.
But everything else, I have second place. The first time I went to 23,
24.
Tinted Battles,
Oh, Tintelbar.
I did second place in
Yep.
the tinting competition.
Okay.
So I have PPF second place WFR. I went to the first time I went to WSCT. I made the 10 on the PPF side. What else?
But he don't
I
remember.
have third place in
There's just too
WFR
many
rapping.
accolades, bro. I love it.
I
I
went
Okay.
to
wish
the
I could say the
finals a few
same.
times.
So he got Tintelbares 23 was his first year competing. He did
Yep.
second
Second
place
place.
in the
Yes.
teams. And
Yep.
then he
Him and
did
Dom.
finalists on the heat shrink. Then he went WCT that year. He did 10. He did the top 10 on PPF. Then 24 was the next year. It was his first WFR. He did second in singles. He did second in teams, and he did third in PPF, and he did Ironman. Then
And you got first in Ironman. Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
and then this year it was his second WFR. He did first in team, second PPF, third wrap, and Ironman. And
Yep.
then this year he was his third WCT, and he made top 5. He was in top 5.
You see, she handed the books.
Yeah, dude, she
Yeah,
does. She
no,
keeps track of it. Hey, that's good though. I love that because who else to know all this stuff than your biggest fan, right? You gotta
yeah.
have that. Like you gotta know
So
it.
that's it. That's all he has. I think
But
it's.
that means that you also have a first place, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I have a
so
trophy.
Yeah,
yeah,
our first
her
place in
first her
WFR
her
team,
first
she was in the team.
competition, her
Yeah.
first competing competition, she got first, bro.
I
She got
told
first.
You
him.
can
Yeah.
always brag about
I
that.
told him.
I don't know why, but we said we're gonna win. I don't.
I
It's just
told
a
him.
feeling.
I'm gonna be there, and we're gonna win. I said we're gonna
Damn
win.
right.
Yeah.
Damn
And he
right.
said, if I'm on, I told him, if I'm on the team, we're gonna win. We're gonna manage this how
I love
how
it.
how I want. Like I said, you're gonna do this, and I'm going to watch everything they do, and
The backstory of that team.
I was gonna ask because I talked to Carlos. I think y'all were watching
Yeah.
about how y'all worked that, and I was gonna bring that up.
yeah.
So
No,
So
the
yeah,
backstory of that team. Our team was gonna be Gabi.
es el primo original.
Gabi, that's our friend from Puerto Rico.
yeah,
That I
I know
was
Gabby.
teaming with him in 24. That was gonna be Gabi, Tani, and me.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason
Gabby
we
couldn't
was
make
talking about, okay, but Tani or not Tani, but we can bring. And then I asked Domi, my friend. He said, I asked him, "You gonna go?" He said, "Yeah." So okay, Tani, step aside, and we're gonna bring Domi on the team. So we're
Right.
gonna be like Domi, Gabi, and me.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Gabi couldn't come, and I said, "Okay, I bring Tani back on the team."
Right.
And then we start bringing the formula together, and okay, we're gonna do this. We practices, and you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do on the shop,
Mm-hmm.
because on the
Right.
shop
Right.
I really don't check windows. I just
Right.
install, and she's the one checking the windows. Of course,
That's
if I see
always best.
something wrong, like when I'm wiping the window, yeah, I'm gonna go to it. But I'm
Right.
just install and move on, install and move on. And
Right.
she's the one telling me, yo, you gotta redo, or you gotta fix, or you gotta,
Yeah.
Touch
what
it
over
up.
here, whatever.
You
So
got
we put that in our formula, how we was gonna do it. And because we practice, I know Domi is the one that have the advantage on the reach, and
Right.
I'm advantage on the speeding. So I said, okay, you're gonna shrink the back window, I'm gonna cut the windows, but I'm gonna install the back window, and you're gonna install the sides in between. I'm installing the back glass,
Right.
and then we jumped onto the front, and we do everything at once.
Same thing. Yeah.
And but some things went on, and then I stopped doing whatever I was doing. Dummy finished up the back window, and I jumped to the back window. He was having trouble shrinking it because he changed the prep solution. He changed it. Instead of a
Yeah.
bounce, he used something else. And he was having issues, but Tani was the ice. And I was, I can hear everything outside, and I
Right.
pay attention to everything outside. And when she tell me, oh, he's having like issues shrinking the window, I already know. Like, Dummy, what do you using for the prepping? I'm
Right.
using this. No, get rid of that and put the bounce and do whatever you do all the time. Forget
Right.
about doing new stuff. And when he
Right.
started putting the way he was, but in between, I said, just put the back window, and I'm gonna shrink the front window. And he said, no, no, no. I'm gonna shrink the front window. You finish whatever you're gonna do over there. And then I went to it. I stopped whatever I was doing on the sides. I
Right.
leave the window like halfway, cutting. I leave it halfway, and I said,
Right.
I said to Tani, we gotta go and shrink the front window. If not, we're gonna get it. If not, we're not gonna get through. So we
Right.
went to the front window. She already have it prepped with the bounce, and we put the film. I shrink it on the 2 minute, boom, 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 boom. And it was ready, and then I jumped back again.
Right.
Finished my cutting. He finished the shrinking. I
Right.
jumped in,
and we still
installed,
finished first.
and he installed the sides. And with the flow we went on, but we repeat.
Yeah.
He did in shrinking. He did 3 back windows, so the third one was a charm. We
Right.
repeat the quarters, like I would say, the left side like 3 times, the right side 2 times, and we repeat the driver window 3 times.
Yeah.
And
And
we
that
end
was
up
all
finish
because you
first
didn't.
on everybody else, and
Is it
we
because you
get the
didn't
win.
like what you were seeing in it, or was
Yeah,
it because
it's
you had
just
to? Okay.
no. I didn't. No, she was looking at it, but I told Domi, like, I'm hearing, if I hear like the liner going crazy, I know you're having trouble. I
Right.
know. So I told Domi all the time, listen, if I'm having trouble, I will let you know what kind of trouble I'm having.
Right.
So you be alert if I gotta step out and you jump to my work and you do
Right.
it. So when he was I cut all the windows, so he was installing it. And the sandwich on the windows, like the Altimas, that
Yeah.
have 2 frames. So the inside one was kind of crooked on the front. And he said, oh, the front end, the front part is not matching the edge. I said, I cut it again. And I cut it again. It's not
Right.
matching. And then in the third time, I look at the window. And I
Right.
just cut it by eyeball. I just install it right now. It should work. And
Right.
okay. So we was talking about, always we was talking. I having this issue.
Yeah.
Just finish that
Constant
window in between.
communication
I
is
move
definitely
on.
key.
So we was talking about, we was talking whatever.
Yeah, that's a problem that you see with people that start to panic. Like they don't talk. They just kind of
No,
like
no, no,
tense
no.
up, and they're like, "Oh no!" Like I can't say anything. I'm the same way as you, man. I'm yelling stuff. I'm like, "Hey, I don't know if this is going to be passable. Like we got to do."
Exactly.
I've only had like 3 team experiences, and the last time in WFR, I think it was 24 or something, the one that was in Chattanooga. I think it was the second year or the first year that it was there. I can't remember, but um, it was just constantly. I'd be like, "Hey, come look at this window," or "Hey, what are you doing? Where are you
Hmm.
going? You're doing
And
that. I'm doing this. Who's cleaning what? Pick up your trash. Blah blah blah." That's always the best is
Yeah,
when
she was in
everybody's
charge
loud. Yeah,
of looking everything. Like if we have to change a window, she always said like, "Oh, right here, right here. You got to touch up. You got to this window won't pass. You got to redo it again." So
yeah,
she was getting the leftover film from the floor, cleaning the windows, cleaning the dashboard or the whatever the door panels and stuff.
gotcha. That's awesome, man. And are y'all going to do that same structure next time y'all compete since y'all won that way, or is it going to be switched up, or
If it's
probably
three
do the same?
people, it's just gonna be an installer and Tani. If it's three
Nice.
people.
I love it. I love that. And tenor
I would
battles,
say, yeah, that was that was the key. Two installer and one prepper,
right?
and looking for you and taking the tools from the floor or whatever film
Yeah,
on the floor. Just that's the
love
key.
that. That's such a good idea, and it worked great. Obviously, y'all
Yeah,
got first place. I mean, you can't
yeah.
really beat that. Like
And
that's
really,
great.
not to brag about it, but if you have
Oh,
a guy
brag,
like
dude.
me that can stop what he's doing and do something else and come back and get it done,
Right.
it's two people on a
I
spot.
Oh,
agree.
and then in WFR, you know why he didn't win the flat glass?
Why?
Because
It's
he
not the blade.
snapped the blade on the frame.
Oh yeah, and left
He
it.
left the clip there, but his window
Oh
was perfect.
man.
It was like when we came in, everybody was looking at him. I was like, why everybody's looking? And they said, man, look. I was like, what? Fernando was doing PPF, and I was like, look. I was like, what? So that's what killed him. A piece of, if not, he would
Yeah,
won also that.
Yeah,
that
that was
one thing.
first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
That one thing, man. That
that
one thing.
it doesn't
It is
happen.
what it is, though. You live and you learn, right? You
Yeah.
fuck up
it's
and you
not going to
find
happen
out, and then you
again.
move
It's
on.
not
There
going to
you
happen.
go. Exactly. That's the point. Like it's good if it happens and it's bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna prevent it from happening again. So it's a one-off thing, right?
Hmm.
Um, okay, so since we're still talking competing, I have to ask, what do you think has been your biggest? I don't want to say failure because you've got so many accolades, but what was your most besides that point? What has been one of the more disappointing things in competing um, that you've experienced? Like one of your things that there's like it drives you crazy. I mean, I could kind of narrow it down if you need me to, but I
Yeah,
mean,
because
it could be like in like the realm of like judging rules, things like that, or like one moment where you like knew you messed up and it was over or something like that. You know what I
mm,
mean?
Lo que te pasó este año.
if I go for whatever I messed up and it was over, was this last PPF competition in WSCT. My mind jumped into my shop side instead of a competition side.
Oh, damn. Yeah. There's
So
two
I was
different
looking
minds
for
when it comes to that.
perfection, and then something happened to a PPF, and I was looking for that perfection when I could have like just leave it and take the hit, and probably I was in the in the 10. But if it's we were talking about that, yeah, I would say that. But I don't take it like a disappointment or something.
Right.
Um, I would
You,
say,
you look at things more as learning
yeah,
processes.
in competition I will look
Yeah.
more than in competing side, on learning side. But I would say enjoy more. I would say like my biggest failure when I go to competition, I get too into the competition that I
To
don't
have fun.
enjoy
Yeah.
the outside. I don't
Right.
enjoy like hanging around with people. I don't enjoy. I always hanging around with a small group of people that always you can have. It's better hanging around with a small group of people than a group.
Right.
But I mean, I don't go out. I don't. Then I get home and I said, oh. I could go eat with Cherry, and sit in the
Right.
restaurant and take a few beers. I didn't did, because I
Right.
went to a room and I was talking about the competition. That
Yeah.
part
Getting
of it,
ready for
like
that.
I would have
Yeah.
to get more like loose and enjoy it after. Okay, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. That's it. Let's
Yeah.
go
You take it
drink.
as more of like a
Whatever.
business. It's more of a business meeting than a
Exactly.
leisure time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I try to always, every time I go, dude, I'm just trying to have a good ass time. I could care less if I win or lose most of the time, but this time, Tinder battles, I'm taking this one pretty damn serious because I've been practicing on these Teslas out here. Okay, I've been practicing a little bit, and me and Johnny are pretty confident. Who's your partner again for Tinder battles? I can't remember.
Gabby.
It was
Gabby. Okay, so fuck, forgot. Yeah, so that's I competed beside him, WFR in the singles, and I look over and he's got a 99 on his window, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck me, man!" And I look at mine, 98, and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like I'm right there. Like there's something that I got a little bit that I'm doing good." Just saying that year that I got a 98 the first
Yeah,
round,
he's really good.
the second round I got screwed. I'll just say it. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it. I had two really, really good windows that year in the second round, and I got slammed on my score. But anyways, yeah. So I've competed in two Tinder battles. Didn't finish the first year. Finished with Eric Moore in 23 against y'all. We didn't place. So yeah, and me and Johnny teaming up is going to be fun because it's like he's my Dommy. Like he's taller, got the more reach. Like he's going
Hmm.
to be the bad glass guy, most likely. I don't know. We haven't really come to that conclusion yet, but I know I'm pretty good at the doors because I did like 60 sets when I used this person's Tesla as like a trial car or whatever. I sat there and shaved so many fucking windows. It was insane. And I mean, I just sat there over and over and over and over. And I think I wasted like 50 feet maybe of film of a 20-inch roll. Like it's not too much, but it's more than I have in the past for any type of training for something. So I'm looking forward to Tinder battles. I don't know if y'all are. I don't know. I know you got something to prove at Tinder battles since
Yeah,
you got second.
we
It's gonna be
pumped
a good one,
either.
man.
To be honest, it's difficult to practice with Gabi because
Right.
he's in Puerto Rico. I'm over here. I don't get a lot of Teslas on the shop.
Me
But
either, man.
we're gonna roll with whatever we know, and that's it. It's just
Yeah, I know, man. Y'all's team,
another day in another shop.
all of the teams that are competing in Tinder battles are like no slouch teams. Like every team is pretty good. I know there's a couple names of teams that I don't know. So I mean, but there's also been people in the past, like you, for example, and Domi, that I've never seen in my life. And then I'm like, holy shit, these dudes are monsters. Like, where the fuck have they been the past 4 years, you know? Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing the people I don't know compete and seeing what they bring to the table. Um,
We
but
never
yeah,
know.
man, you never know, dude.
We never
It could
know.
be, it could be my time, you
It could
know.
be another boogeyman that jumps into the
You
into the
never know.
battle this year.
Hey, speaking of him, he just popped right in on the chat right there. What's up, Dommy? Um, but man, I really look
with
forward
who you are,
to
Katie, with
With I
Johnny
remember his name. Johnny Blades.
oh, I
Johnny
know.
Blades,
Johnny Blades. Yeah, we know
But
Team
him.
before
Shady
your
Blade.
partner was Eric, right?
Eddie Moore.
Yeah, we he picked me up because he didn't have a partner. He didn't even have anybody lined up at Amelia Island if he did get into
Oh,
the
And
finals.
now
And
he
he
bumped
just
you.
like
Yeah, yeah.
he got he just goes, "Hey, you want to be on my team?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I do." I was like, "Let's
now
do this."
And
Eric.
what's up with his year? This year he said, "No, I don't need you, Shady." What's
Oh,
up with
he's
that?
listen. Now him and Dustin Gonzalez are teamed up, so now we get to go toe to toe against each other. So I'm looking forward to that too. I got a
No,
little,
Eddie bumped you. That's not good, Eric.
no, it's not him. It was me and Johnny have always in the past talked about competing together, and then we finally got the opportunity, and I was like, dude, we got to do it. Like it's got to happen because we used to do the show together and all that good stuff, and didn't talk for a little bit. Now we're, cool again. Now we're going to compete together, and it's like I said, we got something to prove, man. We've been quiet. I've been talking a little bit here and there, goofing off like on my TikTok lives, like, here and there. But, and even David was like, don't be humble, man. Tell him what it's going to be about. It's going to be probably my best outing and probably, the best that Johnny's done yet in competition, just because we've had, not that many positive experiences in the competitions. But, I look forward to competing with all of the best, especially you and Gabby and Poppy and fucking Mike and everybody. Dude, the list goes on. Like everybody on the list is a good installer and a good competitor, if I can speak.
Yeah.
And I just look forward to giving a good show, because that's what, Tinder Battle is all about, a good show, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to put on a show for the folks, man, especially
Yeah.
the people that are there that have never been, and the people that are coming just to watch because they've seen it online. Like, I bet you might have some people that watch your TikTok lives that'll be there that are like, dude, I watch your lives all the time.
Mhm.
Like, you never know, man. It's wild.
It's like when we go to the to the shows and the competitions, people stop even
Oh
SEMA.
yeah,
They stop Fernando. They like, oh, you are the guy from the videos. You are famous, and he's like,
Famous. I'm not
They're like,
I'm
famous.
not famous. And in the
they're like, who is
elevator, people,
Fernan?
I'm like, who is this guy? And I see you on the internet, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
We have followers, but it's not like I
right,
have a million followers.
No,
You
the
know?
thing,
right.
the thing is, when whatever you see on our webpage or our Instagram and stuff,
TikTok and
it's
all
just
that.
it is really work. It's not that all the people that don't really work, but I mean,
Mhm.
I don't say, Tani, turn on the camera, let's record content.
No,
I
Right, right,
never like
no.
turn on the camera to record content.
right.
She's recording me working, and
Yep,
then we create the content
yep,
From
with the
whatever
work,
I have.
whatever I can
exactly.
have.
If
Yep.
he's mad,
No, I would say
It
just
turns
it's
into something
yeah.
funny. Yeah,
She gotta do it like from the side,
I
like
have to
this.
hide because
Yeah,
if
hide
he's
from
mad,
the
yeah.
I
other
can
side.
record.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm
You'll be
like,
like, get out of my face.
yeah, he's like, oh, don't record
yeah.
me.
Turn on the camera. It's just like it's just when she turn on the camera. If I'm not having a good day, she's right there. I'm seeing like a million people watching me. Like I'm
Yeah,
live.
And
right,
I'm like, Fernando, but this is a video. I can't delete it. I don't care. It's just I feel like I'm live.
right,
So
exactly.
just stop recording. Let me do this window, and then
Yeah,
we can start over. You know.
and then
right.
he's
That's
like,
what.
oh, you can record again. I'm not gonna record anything. Bye.
Right,
And
exactly.
then we lose
I
that
love
car.
it.
Oh, that car left. You got picture? No, I don't got picture. You said no. All right.
Oh, he's like, oh, do you have picture of that Rolls Royce? No, I didn't do anything because you said do not record, so I don't have anything. Oh, not even
Right.
one? No, I don't have it.
You know what you need to get him? You need to get him like a little sign that says "can record" and then like "can't record" or "don't record" for when he's. So you have to ask him. You can just have it on and they can turn it.
Yeah, like when you go to a steakhouse and you put like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
the thing,
The
you put
card.
more meat or no meat.
Right.
It's
Or
always
you
gonna
just
be
get
you
like,
can record.
or you just like pull out like a card, like green
Yeah.
for go, red for no. Like no, no recording. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah.
that's great. So a lot of the stuff that y'all do is just basically organic, how you work, turn it into something. I have to ask about the alter egos that you have with the wigs and stuff. Where
Oh,
did that
Uh,
where did that come from? And do
me?
you remember the names and stuff like that? And like what are the personalities like?
So that was
I'm sorry. I have to do a bathroom break. She gonna
Yeah,
share.
go ahead. Let's hear it. All right.
so
He's
that
going.
was like that wig he has first. It's from our first time in SEMA. So we was invited by the Dog magazine, the one that do the nice cars and stuff like that. So our first year we went to SEMA. It was 2017, and we was like into rap.
Right.
So they have it was in Halloween, and we have a party from Avery, I think was the brand, and you have to go dress up. So we
Yeah.
dress up and we have those wigs. And one day I said, Fernando, why you don't put a wig? And we start doing like stupid videos.
Yeah.
and,
Great.
and then
Hey,
he
what
put
was
it.
the name? But yeah, what was the name? I can't
Um,
remember.
someone called him Dior. I think it was Dustin Gonzalez.
Ricardo or something?
Fernan Dior.
Fernan Dior. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was Dustin that named it like that, and it was like getting in expensive cars with the wig and stuff like that, like just to have fun. So
Yeah, I got my own.
we have a few because after that we got a few on the mail from
Right.
people.
People are sending
Yeah,
y'all.
so we have like
Who sent
5
them?
weeks.
Yeah, who sent them?
Oh, Dusty sent us, Thomas sent us.
Thomas King.
Yeah,
Oh god, that dude. That's
and
funny.
that's how. You know, but that's how we did the thing of the week. It was just like making fun,
Just for
having fun.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always good when you can have
Mhm.
fun at work.
Yeah.
Does he ever like mess around and put it on at the house, like walk around acting like that and
Oh,
stuff? Or, no,
Fernand is it's serious. So it's like, when he wants to have fun, he has fun. But if he don't want to have fun, he's gonna be like an old man.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
there
I'm
is.
here. She said, "Oh man."
Yep. She was talking about you. I'm the same. I'm the same way. Like if there's nothing that like is pressing, I literally will just sit around and be a knot
Yeah,
on a
he's
log.
like, oh, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, bro, why are you so bored? Why?
Why are
Why?
you so
He's like,
bored?
no.
Right.
And I'm like, why are you serious? Something's wrong? I'm like, he's like, no, don't ask me again. No,
You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
he's an old
Um,
man.
all
Well,
right. So we're getting close to the hour. I do have a couple other questions. Or if
yeah,
anybody in the comments has any questions, feel free to ask. I've enjoyed this. This has been great. Y'all are nowhere different or in no way different than what I've seen in events and at events and stuff like that. And I'm sure that y'all just have like the best time around each other.
¿tiene más preguntas?
Yeah. So
Um,
she adopted the name of the coach because she always over the fence
yeah,
helping me. Like when you have that best friend that you look and you don't have to talk
You already
and
know.
you already know what's
yeah,
going.
you're like,
So
Yeah.
it is like that, and in the event that she can talk, of course, she's gonna talk about it. She's gonna say,
yeah,
"Oh, Fernando, the bubble over here. I see a bubble in the back window, or you left the tool over there, or make sure the tools, make sure the film, make sure this." In the in WSCT, that she cannot talk.
I just want to
You're gonna see her like
oh yeah, dude. I
try
was
to
gonna
plug
ask you
in,
about
but
that.
it's just he just I know I cannot talk.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you always gonna. It doesn't matter. You have your body outside the fence. You always gonna try to look in, like with your eyes, to see if he can say something to you that you're missing. Yeah, because
but I can't.
whoever said that they don't do it is just BS because it's just it happens. It's a competition. So if you have buddies outside the fence and they look at you and they lock in and you really are locked in,
You're like, all
so
right,
you
what
know
is
what's
it?
going on.
In
So
WCT, I move
You
a
just
little
think,
far
yeah,
because I know there's people watching me to see if I talk to him and they rat on me, but I already know, so that's why I stay like far,
right?
um,
You're
because
like,
I
find
know.
me over in the shadows.
Yeah, yeah, that
it is.
they are ready to rat me to.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
for
It is
sure.
hard when
Yeah,
and it's part of the competition.
yeah.
Because that's the rules,
It
Hmm.
makes it
and
hard. Yeah,
and it happens. If somebody else rat you, you're doing something wrong. You cannot see him like, oh, they
Yeah.
rat me. It's just part of the competition.
So
yeah. That's
I
I
move.
don't do
exactly
it
it.
personally, but if it happens to me, I know if I did something wrong,
Yeah, but
it's
I ain't
part of the
telling
competition.
nobody.
Everybody's trying to win.
So
So
I move a little far in that one, so there's nothing they can say. No one can
Yeah,
say shit. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
right, right. Ain't no way possible. I feel that. Yeah,
Mhm.
ain't
Yeah,
nobody gonna get your man, huh? Ain't
yeah,
nobody gonna. Hell
yeah,
no.
no. It's just- they Well, if it's fair because I did something wrong, okay. But if I
Right.
didn't,
That's different.
no,
That's
no, no. I'm
completely
gonna
different.
wait for you outside.
I
Believe me,
know.
wait
Yeah.
for you outside. I'm
I
gonna.
know.
I am.
Ferdinand's big
I
on
am.
rules. I know you're big on rules
I'm
because
gonna wait for you outside.
he likes to dissect every word and every rule that's ever been written from what I've
Yeah,
noticed. And
and I read the
that's
rules.
Yeah,
completely fine with me because in any sport they do the same shit. In any business you do the same thing. Fine print, all these words that are used, certain
no,
context,
I
all
like
of
to
that.
play with the rules. If I lose by the rules. I
He read
don't.
the
Exactly.
rules, and I do read the rules too, because
So
if he missed something, oh, did you read this?
yeah,
Oh,
she
you saw
catch it or
this?
I
You
don't catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read the
Right.
rules too.
Exactly. Love that.
Yeah.
Always gotta cover all your bases, they say.
Mm-hmm.
We have OCD, so
There you go. And that comes in handy in the film and design industry. And by the
yeah.
way, if anybody's watching and you want to get on their website because you sell hats and all that good stuff, like the ones you're wearing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I still need to get one of mine for the podcast from you. I keep forgetting to ask you. But
Yeah,
you
sorry.
can scan this code and go to that. They also do the film hats, which are awesome. Love those. Um, well, we're already at an hour. Typically, this is about how long I do the shows.
Mhm.
It's flown by because y'all are awesome at talking. And I've been able to ask just a couple questions and get a whole bunch that I was going to ask out of you just from the first question, which is great. Then I don't have to talk as much, you
But
know.
then I'm gonna turn
You got
side.
another one that you want to cover?
I'm going to go ahead and ask what Dami asked a couple times. What's your goal for WFC 2026? That I was going to ask about all the competitions coming up this year, but he wants a
For
specific goal.
WS, well, my goal to WSCT is do whatever they can let me do. So if they added up another one and I can do three, I will do three. But they don't want to let us do three. So I will do the main two that I always go, PPF and tint, and try to make that, I
My
don't
best
really
friend.
set up a goal because every time you go out to compete, you go to compete
For
trying to
first.
win
For
because
first.
everybody's looking for the win.
Yep.
But
Too.
yeah, I don't set a goal. I always go and do my best, and that might let my work like speak for itself.
Yep.
And if they let me into the 10, I would try to make the first. And but like I said before, it could be like being more trying to enjoy more the trip, not going out and hang out, but I mean trying to
Talk to
disconnect from
people.
the competition side and have a little bit more fun and
Cut
at
loose.
least sit down with you in a bar, like drinking 2 beers. Even if we're talking about competition, but like
Right.
with some people, I said, okay, why didn't you sit down with Jordan? Why didn't you sit down with Tommy, with
Right.
Domi? Why didn't you sit down with even with Gavi that competed with me, and I didn't have to
Right.
sit out with him? It's just that probably
Enjoy the
be
people a
more,
little more. I
yeah,
like that.
more,
Go and see something outside.
yeah.
Yeah, like just go to some random thing down the road. That's
We
always
never
fun.
do none of that. We
But in
Me
never.
and the
terms of
wife do that.
competition, I always gonna go out and try to kill it, no matter what. I don't gonna step down. If I mess up, I mess up, but I'm gonna go back and do whatever I can do best.
You heard it here. He wants to win first. Cash also asked, "Are you competing at Film Fest?"
Of course.
Yeah, we competing on Film Fest.
No diga,
They want
That's
me.
in May,
They want
right?
me to step down and try to help them with the judging,
but I have to compete.
but
I have to
You
compete.
it's the
can't.
first time Film Fest. Blah blah. I will have to be there first time.
Yeah,
I,
you have to
I have to
compete at
compete the
least
first
once,
time.
right?
So
Is that in
but I will
May?
be a judge on the reps competition. So
There you go.
yeah, they didn't let me do it because I'm not a rep, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna be a judge on that one.
Listen, if you need to be a rep for a company but not a film company, you can be a rep for Stay Shady Shirts, and I will just let you go ahead and
Awesome.
I'll just say that you're a representative of the brand, and you can go
Yeah,
do it.
no, but I'm gonna compete in Film Fest, so whatever they let me compete, I will be there and
Is
do
that one
whatever.
in May?
It's in I think yeah,
The
I think it's
20
May.
sweet 26. Oh my god, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
Cash, are
it's
you here? Just
Yeah,
post the dates. I
when's the
don't
film
remember.
fest?
Hmm.
Film
I
fest
think
makes
it's
me think I'm about to watch movies.
the last weekend of May. I believe it is. It's on a weekend, so
Nice.
mm,
I like the weekends thing that people have been doing lately.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, it definitely helps with business for sure. May 29th through the 31st. I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
get some more info on that.
mm,
Uh, I'll probably I need to get Cash and Ryan on the show to talk about it a little bit.
yeah.
Um, but anyways, so
Anymore?
we'll go ahead and wrap this up. My kiddos are starting to get ready for bed, and but I do want to say I appreciate y'all for being on. It's been great to get to know y'all a little more, especially knowing how y'all met and how quickly y'all got married and the way that y'all are together. I kind of figured that like y'all been together forever, and I
Forever,
just
forever.
and I love it. I mean, you know what I mean. But it's refreshing seeing such a powerful couple at the events, and especially on the groups and stuff, supporting everybody else and things like that. Um, but come January, it's going to be a little different story on the
I'm gonna
battlefield. I
compete.
know.
I'm gonna compete
Listen,
in Inter battles.
if you do it, I'd love to see it. It'd be great. It'd
Yeah,
be
she's gonna
awesome.
be on
On flat
the
glass
flat
with
glass.
Fernando.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
I didn't find
y'all
a
didn't even
partner. I
say
was gonna
that.
do with Gabi, but Gabi was partnered up with somebody else, and I said,
I
okay,
love it.
Tani, let's jump in. That's it.
Whatever.
I love it. I love it. So at the end of every show, I like to do what I call the dark truth final thought, just something that you want to leave everybody watching with, or somebody that watches it later. Just a piece of advice, could be anything. Just one little
I would
thing.
say that if you're gonna be in it something, you gotta put 100% on. It's not halfway. It's just whatever you guys see in us is because we put 100% on, or more than 100%. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta be there. I heard these people like mentors and stuff in Instagram, and they said it's no balance. Yeah, you can have balance, but when it comes to be that you wanna be there and you wanna compete and you're gonna
O
be
tener
at the
algo.
top, it's like you gotta the balance. You gotta leave it to a side, and you gotta be 100% in. It's no other way. For us, we really don't take vacations. Our vacations are competing. That's why I said I want to be enjoying more that type of trips, or maybe take 2 days before or 2 days after, or trying to enjoy one night off or 2 nights off, because we 100% in. Probably for some people said they need the balance, but our balance is being together, being at the shop, jumping in a plane, go to compete, help the people that help us to be there. And if you're not 100% in, you're not gonna make it. That's
I
it.
love it.
You can be good on your shop, and you're gonna be the best at your shop if your customer like it. But I mean, you cannot expect like go to competition and win like this. You gotta be really really good to it.
Yep.
And if you don't put the 100% in, it's not gonna happen.
All gas, no brakes. I love it. I love that. Well, I appreciate you being on. It was a great show. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was probably one of my favorites in a while. Um, so thank y'all for taking the time to be on.
And for
I
having
know I know I've had this show for a while and I haven't had y'all on up until now, and I'm glad it was this time because um, I take this a little more seriously now, and I do like to have people on that provide a lot of value to the industry, not only with tinting but with life. And like you said, like you have to give 100% even in life. Like when you're trying to make a change, or if you're trying to accomplish something, you have to give it 100%, because then you can never ask yourself what if, like what if I really would have given it 100%,
Mhm.
right? um but yeah, so I really appreciate y'all being on and sharing the wisdom and the laughs for sure, because y'all definitely crack me up when y'all get together. Um, or when we now see y'all together and all that good stuff, man. But I can't wait to see y'all in January, and best of luck in y'all's competitions.
Too.
And I will hopefully see you in the finals,
Hopefully.
and hopefully on that podium. holding up
Yeah.
some type of trophy. You know what I'm saying? But
Listen, being on stage only is just an accomplish. Like
I love it.
being on stage doesn't matter if it's in prelims or whatever. Being on stage, just being in the competition is the first step. That's it.
Hey, this is my proudest possession, man. I got third place in the windshield battles, and I wasn't even supposed to be there either.
Mhm.
And I keep it right here at all times because this is what I've got. It might not be a lot, but it's better than none. So,
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
um, but all right, y'all.
I want to say something before we leave.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some people sometimes look at us. I think right. Possibly that's in my head. Like look at us like or me like oh he think that he know it all. Blah blah. I got people that I look to it. It's some key people that I always watching how they train, how they
Right,
work, how they compete, so I can learn from them
right,
because I don't know it all. So
right. Of course.
don't be scared to ask questions or I don't think I know it all. Huh?
O llamarte,
Or
preguntarte.
call or a simple phone call or whatever, because I have people that I always like enjoy watching them.
Right,
You got Tiano from Lumor, you got Dustin Ho, you got Cash, you got outside doing competition and stuff, you got Thomas Can, the same Domi, Gabi, Ilio. It's a lot of people that I always like to watch because you always catch something that you
right.
can use later.
Y eso
Of
pasa
It's,
mucho.
course.
and it happens to me also. Probably they
Yep.
watch me and they see things that they want to use later.
Likewise.
So yeah, I don't want them. The people look at us like the people that are always the names up there like, oh, these people are untouchable. They think that they know it all.
Yeah, we're just
It
normal
is not like
people.
that. It is just part of the being on the gram, on the Instagram, and because
Yeah.
after you see one opportunity, if you don't catch it, you don't get the ball rolling.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I agree because I mean everybody's just a person at the end of
Hmm.
the day, and we're all the same, dealing with our own things. And
Beyond
some
young,
yeah,
all
some
these
people
people.
they're able to deal with it, and some people aren't. Some people that aren't able to deal with their own struggles try to project that everybody thinks they're better than them or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And that's usually not the case. Usually it's just somebody that's proud of what they're doing, and it's okay to brag. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
it's okay to brag, man. Like, if you earned it, fucking brag. You know what I mean? Like, and people that don't know that have never won or they haven't tried. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah,
That's why I want
definitely.
to try it.
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I didn't. Somebody told me, "Oh, that's BS." But as soon as I tried, I said,
Exactly.
"I have to be on the ring to
You gotta
able
experience it
to
to know.
experience it to see
Yeah.
if it's something for me, or I can save my
Yep.
shop doing my thing."
Exactly. Well, yeah, man. I appreciate it again, man. And I will catch you on in January. And yeah, man. I appreciate y'all being on. Y'all have a
Got
great
some good
rest of your
beers
night.
over there.
Yeah. No beer for me, sir. I'm 99 days, no booze.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Good for
Um,
you.
but y'all have I do still do the little smoky smoke
Ah,
puff,
okay.
so it's all good. But all right, y'all. I
All
appreciate
right.
y'all, and I'm gonna
Thank you.
Later. Thanks for
do the
Bye.
having us
outro
here.
Good
video
night.
and all that good
Bye.
stuff.
Bye,
See
guys.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye. That was Fernan and Tani. That was an amazing show, in my opinion. I loved every minute of it, and they cracked me up. And they are an inspiration as a couple and as competitors and as people because they are driven. Like you said, they give 100% all the time. And that's what we need to start doing, sounds like. But, anyways, y'all, it's been a great show. Hope y'all have a great night. And I will catch y'all on the next one. If I know how to do this. See ya.